Hello, I'm Willow and this is Wish Upon a Willow. Welcome. This is day 23 of playing life like a video game in my Glitch in the Matrix activation series here on YouTube. Wow, we got so much going on, I get confused. Alright, so today we are talking about leveling up. And okay, so I have had this notion that I'm gonna get all of my powers all at once. I just turn them on. That's how this works. Turn them on and they're here, right? I turned them off, I could turn them back on. Because when I was a child, I could astral project. I could predict things that happen in the future. I literally I barely talked to anybody about this when I was a kid, but the people I did talk about it with made me not want to talk about it with anyone else again, because I would tell kids this and they're like, you're crazy. Because I could 1:11 on the timer when I looked up at it. I could literally see ahead and be able to sometimes change the outcome. And I heard voices whenever I was in a state in between, it was when I first woke up, or when I got trapped in my body with sleep paralysis. I saw scary things, heard scary things, that made me want to shut it all off. I got into Wicca, which was, I know it was all meant to happen, right? The way that it did, for a reason, but God, that was a terrible idea. I had somebody teaching me, and I was like, oh my gosh, magic. So I was a Christian till I was 18. And then I was like, I reject Christianity. Let me just go be a Wiccan. And I just wanted to do cool magical stuff because I was like, I can just have the magic that I had before. And no, well, that was crazy because I amplified my magic when I did Wicca, insanely. But I wasn't grounded and I didn't know how to protect myself because I was skipping ahead. I wasn't focusing on the basics, and I just got all these scary experiences happening, and that consequently made me afraid of everything for, let's see, that was back in 2012 and 2013. 2013 is when I I slammed the door, I boarded it up. I was like, stay the F away from me. I don't want anything to do with you. Oh my gosh. I mean, I did some tarot reading for myself sometimes because that felt okay enough, but I was so scared. No, I hardly ever touched my cards. I was I want to, but I was nope, petrified, don't want to do that, nope. I really wanted to, but I was no, I don't want to deal with hearing the scary things, seeing the scary things, whatever. My neck. So then fast forward to last year, 2024. I finally decided I wasn't going to live my life in fear anymore. I was like, I'm not going to just keep being scared and keep making fear-based decisions. That was easier said than done. But I started doing magic again around the eclipse. Terrified. Absolutely scared. So scared, but I did it anyway. It led to some not great things, and it led to some great things. Lots of lessons, lots of needing patience, daily practices. You don't just, I just expected to turn on a faucet and it would just all come back. I even went to a Reiki session and was like, can you dial up the notches on my abilities, please? And it did. But I've been so hard on myself this whole time because I'm where are my abilities? I mean, now, I'm not talking about right now, but months ago. I'm like, where are they? Where are they? Why is this not working? Really, I was being held back for a reason, because I needed to practice patience, and I needed to figure out how to protect myself, and I needed to be able to do meditation, and like, it doesn't, like, whatever, like grounding, clean your mind. I need to find balance. Like, there's so much to it. And when you're playing a video game, you start at level 1. I was a gifted child, so I had some expectations. I still, for instance, like, haven't fully consciously astral projected since 2013. So I had like expectations like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna be able to get back into that. No, you have to, like, if you have it shut down the way that I do out of fear, you're gonna have to work at it. If you haven't experienced these things, it's innately in you. You're gonna have to work at it. Daily spiritual practices, things like connecting with nature, you know, going and earthing, doing little rituals like lighting a candle, keeping your house clean, which I literally just talked about in my mindfulness practices video for today, which will be down in the description box, along with my meditation for today, which was a sacral chakra clearing exercise. But I digress. When you're playing a game, you're not getting frustrated. I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you want to skip ahead. Maybe you want instant gratification of being like a level 40. But it's not going to happen. You have to work for it. So when your abilities turn on, it doesn't just like you unlock one thing at a time. You learn a spell, you learn a spell, you learn another, and it's an accumulation of things. And we get so wrapped up in this instant gratification that we need, that we just give up on things. But don't be so hard on yourself, and also let go of expectations. Let go of expectations of how it's going to be, because like, I expected to suddenly just start hearing voices, which I have, but I expected that because as a child, that was a thing. It's not how I've been communicated with for the most part. It's claircognizance for the most part, and at some point I'm sure other things will turn back on, and all in divine timing, all as I'm ready, and I just have to trust that. But in the meantime, we're leveling up. Practice using your divination tools if you're into that, or whatever it is. Bonsai, garden. I know that's not the same thing as divination, but like meditative tools. And your gifts will come. This is really like spiritual tonight on this one, but that's what's coming through. So be okay with like leveling up a bit at a time, and this applies to everything. Leveling up your skills, leveling up in life, in every way. Be okay with where you are right now. This is the only time you're going to be where you are right now. The only time. Stop looking ahead and reaching for something, thinking that that's going to make you happy, because then your happiness will always be out of reach and you will never reach it. You have to be happy right now. Choose to find, I'm not saying that like, oh, you have to be happy, like you can't experience other emotions, but, or like that it's so easy if you're suffering. But I've suffered. I've fought so many battles I've told no one about to this day. In fact, I'm a very private person, and I have barely shared most of what goes on in my head with people for good reason. Hermit mode. Hey. It's because, like, I've been going on the hero's journey leveling up. I don't need to be distracted by people's judgments. I share my story with people whenever I feel divinely guided to, because I know that it can help them. And that's what I'm doing right now. Throat chakra clearing. Because I need to clear my throat chakra, get out there, and maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to do that too. Write it down. Talk about it on YouTube. Draw it, sculpt it, whatever. Get your truth out and put it into something. Because, honey, it's blocking your ability to be authentic, and that's the highest frequency. So I also have a throat chakra activation in my meditation series, which is pretty easy to find because those ones are labeled if you want to go find it. It's in the Power of the Now series. Anyway, I believe in you. I love you. Leveling up and being here in the moment. Let's freaking go. If you like the vibe, please subscribe, and remember, where there's a will, oh, there's a way. And I love you. I love you so much. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye. See you later.